Obviously, MTN8 week. I've no more
camera shoot.
I do anyway. MTN8 week. Obviously, it's the big one. Hey, there are predictions. We're late.
Yeah.
But what has impressed you most about the entire competition, the different teams, from what you've seen? Do you think there's been any growth from any team specifically that you would like to point out as well? To know this one, and what are your thoughts ahead of the final?
To be honest, like one team that is the one that I was expecting it to reach the final was Orlando Pirates. It was expected, not only because they're the defending champions, because of having the same coach for longer. It shows like they had a plan when they called the coach. They gave a coach an opportunity to grow and build his own team. And we saw at first there were a big question marks. Then he started winning, and then he won trophy almost each and every season. So for that, it shows that Pirates had intent. They gave themselves an opportunity to build, just like Sundowns did with Coach Pito back then. So I was expecting them to reach the final. The other team that I was looking at, to be honest, was Cape Town City, based on the experienced players that they have bought. And I know John Comites is a person that makes calculated moves. But this was the first time where I saw he went all out and fetched real trial and tested individuals to bring to the team. So when Kabang like a Cape Town City was going to be the one that goes in the Stellenbosch position. But still, when I sat back and did my research, I realized that they had a plan, also a 5-year plan, where they said within 5 years we want to win 1 trophy, we want to sell 4 players. Fast forward to now, they managed to win 1 trophy and surpass the goal of selling 4 players by doubling that, selling 8 players. Still, with that being said, in yet another final. So I'm happy with Stellenbosch, based on them taking that development DDC serious, because every time they sell someone and they bring, that player fits like a club. So it shows there's a bit of a relationship between the DDC coach and the first team coach, and that I think many teams can adopt in that, because they spend less on development. They focus more on development as compared to taking huge amount of money to go buy players outside. So that, for me, it's a big up to Stellenbosch.
There's a clash of, I think, management styles. So when I look at the 2 teams that are probably the most informed, number 2 or 3 teams that are most informed, Jengamanje, you look at your Sundowns, they're doing it the way that they're doing it. They're buying all the quality that they can get, everything, technical team, analysts and whatnot. Then you have your Staleys who are doing it differently. Of the 2 strategies, which do you think is more sustainable? Because there's been a lot of cries about, development. We don't have much, a lot of good academies in the country. But of the 2, which one would you say is more sustainable?
I think it depends from which angle are you looking at it. So the Sundowns way can be sustainable, and it has proven to work throughout the years. And when I say it depends from which point of view, you say like they spend a lot of money buying players. From your point of view, the money that they spend is a lot, but from where that money comes from, in terms of the investment of the club, might be just a fraction of money. So it's money that they have budgeted for. So if it's not broken, why fix it? So it has proven to work for them, and Sundowns has been the one that has been dominating our South African football for seven seasons now. So this is
Maybe
the
10 even, if you date back to Peter
yeah,
as well.
you understand. So
Yeah.
they've been dominating us.
And it's a working strategy.
It's a working strategy. And with Stellenbosch, for the past
3 or 4 maybe.
four years, how many players from Stellenbosch have you gotten to know? And ever since Steve Barker was there, you can see there's something that is different. And I've been to Stellenbosch, and Stellenbosch is a high performance center, just like Tuks. So that on its own, I'm glad that something like that is happening, because we always have to have a point of reference where we're gonna say, I think we must focus on our development, just like Stellenbosch. You understand? Like now there's a point of reference. There's someone who has done it before, to show us that it is possible. So I think it's a matter of, in order for our football in South Africa to grow, for all these people that are having development to come together and try to share ideas on how they can replicate or duplicate what Stellenbosch is doing, or Stellenbosch should share their formula how they do it, so that like our South African football can grow to where everyone expects it to go to.
You spoke about the plan of Stellenbosch in the past 5 years, and how now they just swept Sundowns aside, where nobody was expecting that. Maybe not nobody, but maybe the majority.
Except maybe they knew. Maybe they knew.
Yeah, but do you feel, is it something that we must expect a lot as the time goes now, considering their growth? Maybe they will become more of a dark horse to these big teams in Gauteng each season, or each and every season. Is it something that we must get used to? They'll become that thing on their neck.
I'll make an example with Cape Town City. Remember Cape Town City when it was formed? I'm referring to Cape Town City because I was part and parcel of people that formed that team. It was built on players that were called rejects. Fast forward to Cape Town City now. Each and every team, each and every supporter, they know that should Pirates, Chiefs, or whatever team play against Cape Town City,
It's danger.
it's dangerous. Like you understand, like Cape Town City can surprise you, can beat you. So it is part and parcel of the fixtures that have added a culture in a way within our South African football. So Stellies is in the right track. Now, when people face Stellies within the league, you can never be too sure whether like it's gonna be a walk in the park, because like truth be told, we classify teams here with these are the big players, big teams, these are the small teams. So when you go to Stellenbosch, are you still gonna say like you're playing against a small team, Stellenbosch? No. And for me, as a football lover, I want for our football to reach that standard where we say like you can never be too sure whether a big team will just walk over a small team. Any team can beat any team. That's when our standard of football will grow, and that's where you will see a beautiful game. Just like EPL, you're never too sure. You can say Brighton is playing against Man U. Sorry for making an example of Man United, but you understand.
Sure.
So that's how football grows. So for me, Stellenbosch is on the right track, and I like it.
You've spoken glowingly of both teams playing the final. When you look at their form and their head-to-head, maybe recently as well, which side are you leaning more towards come Saturday?
Look,
And why, maybe?
it's waffle waffle. It's not called waffle waffle for no reason. I told you in the beginning of this, I would love to see Orlando Pirates win this to make history, because I know personally as a player, we live for such games. We live for to play such tournaments. But with the same breath, why not give it to the young boys who have proven themselves that they are worthy of being in the final? Because think about it in this way: should Stellenbosch win this, it's a motivation. It gives them that self-belief that, like, we won the trophy. We won the trophy last season. We won the trophy this season. So therefore, the standard of our football grows, because like now it becomes a habit. You instill a winning mentality to these youngsters at an early age, and should they go to bigger teams, they know how it feels like to win a trophy. They can tell another youngster that, look, so and so was here, now he's there because he has won trophy. He did not live here to go there to win trophies. He won trophies while he was still here. It's just like now he has elevated to go and compete with other players. Wouldn't that be nice? That's how I'm thinking of it. Not the fact
It's a good
of,
football story. Sure.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's not all about like, I know I want Steelies just because I'm friends of. No. Thinking ahead in terms of football.
You played this final also in 2022, if I'm not mistaken. With the Majoro. Yeah, and if I'm not mistaken, you entered the fray in the second half. You went to hit the post.
Yes.
Yeah, very close to equalize, but obviously you didn't, and you went on to lose.
1-0.
As Stellenbosch, that would be playing in front of the crowd, there is probably 95% of them is against them as Stellenbosch. How do you handle that?
There's friends of.
There's always friends.
There's friends of stealing. That should be told. I don't believe with the kind of football that Stellenbosch has displayed. I don't think it's only going to be Pirate supporters. There's going to be friends of that will be there. Others got knocked out. Others never even competed, but they will be there. That's our football. We all know that as a South Africans, we love sports, and we will go there to support the David of this. So yes, Paris is more under pressure than Stellenbosch. I don't want to lie.
Okay.
From my point of view,
Because of the
expectations,
yeah,
and
expectations to
what
win.
you see. Do you know how painful it is to lose a match where everyone believed that it was going to be a walk in the park? So everyone now is writing off Stellenbosch. Now you have nothing to lose. You lose, I want to say like, yeah, we were expecting it. You win, it's like, yeah, I didn't expect that.
Maybe let me ask about Stellenbosch. I mean, Captain City. You spoke about Captain City, how they've signed and how they've built it depth now in their squad. Do you feel it has been misfortunes? Because I feel like they've had a kind of like poor start to the season. Maybe in the MTN8 they did really perform, but in the league they've failed for 1 year. Do you feel there's been some misfortunes, and what is it that is left now for the club to kind of like reach that level that everyone is thinking of them, because they are rated higher?
The thing is, it's the intention that counts for me. Obviously, like, they went and gotten experienced players to add and boost their squad. But you doing this does not guarantee you that you're gonna get results. It's the intention that they had of getting these people to build the team to make it a bit stronger than it was. So that for me, I support. It will take time for them to gel. It's not just a quick fix where you add this and this and this and then it happens. Sometimes it happens like that, but most of the time it takes time because players need to get to understand each other. A coach needs to make sure that new players understand what is he trying to do, and then they all buy into that. So, but I am confident in that Cape Town City with time, they want to gel. Whether it's this season or next season, but they want to get to that point where they will add into what Stellenbosch is doing also. Like when they play, you're never too sure whether Pirates is going to win against Cape Town City or vice versa.